Well, YouTube family, I have to speak on this guy by the name of Jason Whitlock. If you guys don't know, Jason Whitlock goes overwhelmingly out of his way to unleash whifferaws of attacks towards only one segment and groups of people. Now, this is the same guy that pretended to placate on Deion Sanders when he was hurt, going through his medical thing. He unleashed more attacks on Deion and then said he wasn't going to attack Deion again. But I'm going to fall back and let you listen to Jason Whitlock on what he had to say about Deion Sanders once again. So this is what Jason had to say about Deion, Georgia Tech's loss, and the arrogance of Coach Prime.
I said this year I was going to root for Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. He went through his health crisis this offseason. Well, last night I tried and I failed. I did not root for Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes. I was glad they lost to Georgia Tech.
Of course you
Do
were
not
glad.
allow my confidence to offend your insecurity. If I could get up and dance, I would dance right now.
I can't take Deion Sanders' arrogance. I can't take his lack of humility. Deion is a false prophet. He claims a Christian worldview, but he preaches self-confidence at every turn. And that's not biblically sound. The Bible makes it crystal clear. We should be in a competition for humility. We should have no confidence in our flesh. That's Philippians 3:3. It's repeated over and over and over again. All of our confidence should come from obedience to God. Period. End of story.
What a piece of shit you are. First of all, you took your own narrative, falsely accused Deion of what he didn't do. And what he said about the confidence things is your insecurities shouldn't be something to be downwards towards him, meaning don't hate me because I'm confident in myself. Then you took the Philippians verse and you didn't take precepts to match up what that really meant. I could break that down, but this isn't Sunday school right now. This is football Saturday. We're going to expose you, sir, because you're a piece of everything that everyone ever said about you. So let's start the show the right way.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Niggas best up on my...
Now, as you guys can see, Jason Whitlock literally ran out of content to talk about. He ran out of things to state towards the situation. Now, let's keep it real for a second, guys, because I got to talk about Jason Whitlock's obsession with hating on Deion Sanders, Shedeur Sanders, and the entire Sanders family and the entire conglomerate of melanated people. Every single time Colorado plays, win, or loses, Jason Whitlock finds a way to inject his negativity. As you just seen, what he said on that video had nothing to do about Coach Prime, nothing at all whatsoever. He literally woke up and looked for content today. How can I find a way to attack Coach Prime once again? It was a great football game, 20-7. There are things you could have critiqued about Deion, the coaching staff, and the players. I know I did that. There's nothing wrong in that. But he always takes it past the level of the exact situation that it is and makes it into this racial thing. And then he placates upon the scriptures and takes God to substantiate his own visceral of hate. This is who Jason Whitlock really is. Let's listen to the rest of the audio recording and video that he decided to do this morning.
End of story. This whole cultural thing we have going on with black people, that swagger and confidence and we got to be confident because the white man doesn't want us to be confident. The white man isn't our God. He should not be setting our agenda, our standard. Let God set our agenda and standard. And so we should be in a constant battle for humility. We should be trying to prove to everybody how humble we are.
Go, so if you get the first down, the clock stops. So it don't make sense to really use your timeout in that sense. So we were just really trying to preserve them till we certainly needed them. So, I mean, I don't want to go home with timeouts. They don't do me no good, but you got to be strategic.
This is why I don't like Deion Sanders, and I was glad that he horribly mismanaged the clock at the end of the game in hopes that it would humble him.
What type of sick bastard you gotta be to hope somebody lose and you don't like them? You could have literally just critiqued Deion Sanders for butchering the play clock management, because you would have been very right to call him out for his mismanagement. Shannon Sharp did it. Many people did it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. I even called out the 2-minute call. Why did you take a football decision and turn it into black culture and swagger? Forget the name swagger. It just means be confident. As if white folks aren't confident as well. Ark Manning just talked about how they got targets on everybody back. I didn't hear you talk about that. I never hear you talk about white folks with confidence. Just because we use the word swagger, don't take it away with discernment from what it actually means. It just means confident. And when did Deion use this word? These are what you placate upon people on your own perceptions. These are your own narrative that you're attaching to people for your own ulterior motives. What is that motive? I can tell you.
Dumbo with them 2 nigga magpies. Remember them 2 nigga birds? I seen a whole, them little nigga birds. What was I supposed to think? They were French birds? I seen a whole fly, big eyes. I seen a butterfly. I done seen little nigga birds. I done seen Dumbo with them 2.
My God, man, Paul Mooney was right about characters like you. So I got to keep it going. Listen to me. Colorado just came off a tough loss against Georgia Tech. And instead of breaking down the actual football reasons like the turnovers, the missed assignments, the bad linebacker play, Whitlock runs straight to the camera and blames Deion's arrogance. He turns it into the black community this and that. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Now, here's the problem with that. There are dozens of college football teams ranked higher than Colorado football who lose by way worse margins. Coaches who make bad decisions every single week, but Jason Whitlock doesn't go after them. He doesn't go after the white coaches with losing records who are supposed to be winners, who are a blue-collar program with 5 stars all around. He never calls them out. Don't negate that part. He does go after the programs that have way bigger scandals. I mean, he doesn't go after the programs that have way bigger scandals. So you would think Colorado had real scandals of criminal behavior. Not the case at all. Coaches with criminal records, he doesn't say nothing. He actually turns Coach Prime into a criminal. Off the field behavior issues, that doesn't exist at Boulder. They actually have one of the best academics grading scales based on college aspirations. He doesn't talk about that. So, and flat out NCAA violations, no, guess what he gives? He gives it a pass. This is Jason Whitlock, ladies and gentlemen. This is the same guy who tarnished the name of Kobe Bryant, but then when Kobe died, he turned into the, this right here.
Relationship with Kobe in any way beyond a reporter's. In 2014, Kobe said some things about Trayvon Martin that didn't sit right with me, and I criticized him. And the next thing I know, Kobe was texting me, and it started a conversation between us over the next couple of months. And the entire conversation in 2014 was about his vision for what he wanted to do for young people. And so last week, and I'm a longtime critic of Kobe, everybody knows that, but last week something was in my heart like, man, what Kobe was telling me in 2014, he's actually doing in his post-career. And it hit me last week like, I love what this dude represents. And so we talked about it on this show, about him being a role model. And he said some things that we all thought were a little goofy about.
I don't want to hear the rest of it. See, when you almost cried for Kobe, I thought you were actually human. I went to both our dogs, Fred from the barbershop conversation, and me and you became kind of somewhat close. And then I had to step away from you again because at this point, you want I got to watch my word. You want to unlive black folks. That's your mentality. And when you cried right there, I can tell you just always wanted to be down with us. You wanted to be around a conglomerate of black folks, but you were forced to tap dance like a stepping fetching raccoon because of the dollars, and where you can actually have a power scale to be on the same equal level with these melanated athletes that you never lived up to be. You know, during your football playing days at Ball State. So you look at guys like Deion Sanders, he's everything you wanted to be and what you couldn't. So you had this resentment towards the community.
I put on my shoes because I'm doing what the boss says you better damn well. If I like working there, I'm a tap dancing. If I was a black man, I'd be the finest motherfucking tap dancer God ever put on earth, because I'm dancing to the white man's tune. You better goddamn well believe.
You better believe who Jason Whitlock is. Like, I gotta go more, man, on what I gotta say, because it's really tasteless to see what he does, bro. Listen to me. But when it comes to Deion Sanders and his family, Whitlock makes it personal. When it comes to any black individual, he makes it personal. And that's the difference. It's not about football. It's not about arrogance. This is a man who sees successful, confident black men, and instead of celebrating it, he labels it as arrogance for the dollars he's paid by. That's his defense mechanism. It's a way to deflect from his own bitterness and his real purpose. What is his real purpose? To tear down black excellence for the approval of his non-black donors and sponsors. That's his whole sketch. And the sad part, even Whitlock's own supporters know he's not being honest. They know this. They know he plays this role to a T over and over because it gets him a check. It's sketch content for money. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And at the end of the day, Deion Sanders has changed Colorado football, and that's not even talked about by anybody on media. The fact that he changed the program and made it like, because the way the haters hate on Colorado, you would think we've won 8 national championships in a row, so now people expect us to win another one. And if we don't have undefeated seasons every year, we're trash. But teams like Texas, who just lost to Ohio State, that gets negated and that gets blown over, or any other team that loses that's supposedly far better than us. They don't talk about that, right? Why even pay attention to Colorado if years ago you told us they were trash? But listen, what Deion brought to college football and Colorado football, he brought national attention to Boulder and giving these players an opportunity on the biggest stage. Meanwhile, Jason Whitlock sits behind a desk spewing hate and tearing down men he could never be. Men he could never wear their shoes. He couldn't even tie their laces. And you know what? You know what? The way Colorado fans and the Sanders family and real football fans like me don't take Whitlock seriously, he's been exposed, he's predictable, and he'll never stop the movement that Coach Prime is building. This is who he is, man. You guys let me know in the comment sections how you feel about Whitlock and his court gesturing and his minuscule adolescent's behavior. He's throwing another tantrum, guy. That's the most I can say about it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment sections. Like I told you, with Whitlock, it's not deeper than football. It's not bigger than football. He's just a big bastard, and that's it.
Heart been broke so many times.